Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Daksina and today I am filming another Plan With Me video for you guys. So this is for the first week of February and I have already filmed like a setup of this month, so if you haven't seen that video it should already be up by now. So I had, when I was doing the sticker dashboard video, I had asked for like some questions and I didn't get around to answering all of them. So I thought I would do some of them on here. So let's just jump straight in. I want to know the story of how you met your hubby. So we basically just met at our temple. We're both Hare Krishnas, and he had moved from Ireland and had come to the temple. And this is like this was my local temple that I've always worshipped at since I was a kid. But I kind of started taking it a little bit more seriously when I was about 15, 16. And I met him when I was, I think, 19. But yeah, we kind of didn't really like each other at first much, and then I think he kind of started liking me, but I was a bit clueless, and then he kind of just, you know, like expressed his feelings to me, and yeah, we kind of got to know each other and then got married, I think within like a couple of years, which is not that unusual for like in our community in Hare Krishnas. You kind of, yeah, kind of get to know somebody for a couple of years and then get married. And then a couple of years after that, we had our first daughter. So, yeah, nothing like super romantic. Are your daughters into planning or journaling, or anyone else in your family also enjoy planning, journaling, crafting? Yeah, my sisters kind of go through phases of like wanting planners and wanting me to set up like file of faxes for them, and they come and like raid my washi and stickers and things like that, and then they kind of it kind of fizzles out for them, I guess. But yeah, they like both my sisters who got married, they both had like wedding planners and wanted me to make like custom stickers for them. And my daughters, yes, they love writing. My eldest daughter especially has like a hoard of notebooks. Like she has about 8 to 9 notebooks that she updates every evening. Like one's a gratitude journal, then she has like a memory, like a 3-year memory diary, and then her personal diary, then her, like, I don't know, she honestly has so many different planners, and her homeschool planner and her social life planner. And yeah, they are very much, my husband as well, he not so much like for documenting, but definitely for his like work. So he works as a firefighter at London Fire Brigade, but he also has a second job because he is a qualified engineer, so he does some part-time work from home as well. So for that work, he basically keeps a planner, and his planner I have shared on Instagram. It's like very meticulous and like color coordinated, and yeah, very neat and tidy. Very much like an engineer's brain on paper. So yeah, sometimes we all kind of get our planners out together, and you know, my kids will like use washi and stickers and things like that. How are your girls doing during the lockdown? They're okay. They obviously miss their friends a lot, but I guess everybody's in the same boat. It's not like they're the only ones missing out and everybody else is together having fun. So they kind of understand that, and I think that makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, they definitely can't wait until they're like sports clubs and swimming and all that starts up again. But we've got like a nice little routine going, even though like honestly today I was pretty much ready to kill them all, my husband included. I'm somebody who needs like a lot of alone time and mental space, and with him being like in his room isolating for like 10 days and me having to do all the things on my own, and not really having like much mental space or alone time, it was quite difficult because it's not like 10 days and then it's over and you're done. It's like it still continues, you know, you've got nowhere to go, no friends to see. It's not like the kids are doing sports for a couple of hours so you get a break for a bit. It's even if I'm in my room doing my own thing, I'm just that kind of anxiety of somebody's going to call me or need me for something, or someone's going to be like, I'm hungry, I want something to eat. It's like you can't really fully relax, because there's always that anticipation that, you're like on standby 24/7. And then when it's just one of you who's doing that, then it's, because sometimes I could just say, well, look, go and ask your dad. But these last couple of weeks I haven't been able to do that. So I'd say they're coping better than me at this point. I think I've done quite well up until now, but at the moment I'm kind of struggling being in a house full of people. But yeah, thank you for asking. I know it wasn't about me, it's about the girls, but yeah, they're doing okay. And yeah. I am a sticker hoarder. Do you find this relaxing? I really do. I love making sticker dashboards. I love using stickers in my planners, and I kind of understand what people say when they say like they want to hoard all the stickers and not use them, because I also feel a little bit like that sometimes, that there's a certain sticker that I become so attached to, and that it's not going to be available again, and so you feel like I've got to just keep this. But I do, like, when I use them in my planner, I'm also keeping it. It's not like I'm giving it away or it's going anywhere. I'm just keeping it in a different form, in a different place. So yeah, I definitely understand that need, but I have to try and remind myself that they're not going anywhere. They're just in my planner. So try not to hoard so much. The other question was about my work. I always get lots of questions about my work. I think because I can't really give so many details, that whenever I talk about it, it almost like creates more questions for some people. But basically, at the moment, because the question was about like the case that I'm working on at the moment, and can I share what I mean by that? So I can share without giving too much confidential information away. So basically at the moment we were contacted, I work for an organisation that deals with child protection issues. So we were contacted by a religious institution in Italy, and they were contacted by a member of their congregation who is an adult now, but when he was in one of their religious boarding schools as a very young child, he was sexually abused by one of the, not teachers, but one of the people who were supposed to be looking after them in the residential quarters. And only now, as an adult, has he decided to speak up and do something about it. But unfortunately, in Italy, like in many countries, they have statute of limitation in terms of how long you have to report a crime. And I honestly, I don't understand that at all when it comes to child sexual abuse, especially because it can take so many years for a child to come forward with an allegation. But if you say to somebody that you've got until you're the age of 18, or you've got 5 years or 10 years from when the crime happened to report it, you're basically not leaving any path for victims to seek justice. So that's what happened, unfortunately, for this this man. His statute of limitation in terms of taking any pressing criminal charges or even pursuing civil compensation in courts, there was just no legal recourse for him at all. But he still sees this man who abused him in his society. He who has a prominent position. He's kind of looked up to by lots of people in the community who obviously don't know about his past, and so this man wants something done about him. So the victim contacted his kind of local priest, pastor, and luckily because they have all been trained and things like that to not kind of just brush it under the carpet. So they contacted us to see what should they do with this man now. So I'm working as the case manager on this case, so I have to contact, you know, the alleged offender, the victim, any other witnesses, and try and put, like, I guess, like some kind of case file together, and find out, you know, because the boy says the man, when he was a boy, he says he did report it, but nothing was done about this guy. So I need to find out, you know, who was it reported to? Why did they not deal with it? What action did they take? Are there any other victims? Can we, you know, like, yeah, basically I compile a whole case file together, and the alleged offender is allowed to respond to the allegations. He's allowed to, like, you know, defend himself. He can also produce, like, statements, witness statements or evidence in support of him, and we then look at all of that together and make a decision about what we like. We basically give recommendations to this religious institution as to whether this person is still a risk to their society, whether he's still a risk to children in their society, how much of a risk he is, whether they can manage that risk or not. You know, sometimes they need chaperoning when they come. Sometimes it's like, actually, no, he's not likely to offend again. So we have like a whole risk assessment that we do. And then we give recommendations. You know, sometimes we recommend that he has to go, you know, he has to pay. If he wants to be like continue to be part of this organization, he should pay for the victims, like therapy, or there's lots of different things that we can do to try and give the victim a sense of justice, or I don't know what the word is, but yeah, that something can be done, that even though legally he cannot pursue any charges within his organization, this man is not going to continue to have a prominent position and not be held accountable for what he's done. So yeah, that's kind of where we come in. We don't have any connections with the victim, with the offender, or anything like that. So we are, like, you know, like neutral party. And I would say like 98% of the times, the organizations that contact us will take on our recommendations. They will say to the alleged offender that, you know, if you want to come back to our society or our organization or our church or our temple, these are the steps that you have to follow, and these are the restrictions that you have. You know, you can no longer like stand up there and give sermon. You can no longer work in any capacity with children, and then it's up to him whether he wants to continue to be involved with them or not. And more often than not, they do just comply. And some restrictions, like, you know, working with children, will be a lifelong restriction. Others will be like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, depending on the severity of the allegations. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. And like I said, because it is a case that's in Italy, there's like a language barrier, and usually I would just travel to Italy and do the investigation there. But at the moment, I'm having to do like all the interviews and try and collect witness statements and things like that online, through email and stuff. And it's very time consuming, very tedious, but very, very important work. So yeah, I hope that helps. And I'm sorry if somebody was like not particularly interested in what I, you know, do for work, but like I said, I do always get so many questions about exactly like the details, because I think I've said before that I work in child protection, but I don't directly work with children. So yeah, that is it. Another quiet week, and that's kind of the end of my plan with me. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will speak to you in my next video. Take care. Bye.